I've got 5 photography books that you and I should read this summer. I haven't read a single one of them yet, but they're on my list. Each one of these books, they're not necessarily the most famous. One of them is actually super famous, but they're perfect for that summer beach day because they're easy to read, they'll give you great knowledge, and you'll walk away a better photographer. If you can't tell, I'm not in my studio today. I am in New York City this week visiting family, and I had this great idea. Instead of sitting here talking to you, introducing each of these books to you, I was gonna take you out into the city and go to a bookstore or a few and find the books and look at them there with you. I did that by going to one of my favorite bookstores in the city around the corner from where I used to live.
I think this is the last Barnes & Noble in like America. Not really, but there aren't that many left. Let's go see. Okay, we're gonna go find photography books.
But I quickly learned 2 things. One, bookstores, despite having lots of books, don't really have all of them anymore.
I need to buy these on Amazon. I'm gonna put the links down below so you can get them on Amazon. I can't get them here. My head's about to blow up.
2, it's hard to make a video about books in a bookstore because people are quiet there. So today, right here, I'm gonna talk about the 5 photography books that I'm planning to read this summer. They're not the most famous photography books, but they're perfect for you to read on the beach, which is kind of the most important part here. Oh, and after we do all 5 of these books here, I've got a 6th one because 6 is always better than 5. Here we go. Book number 1 is called Read This If You Want to Take Great Photographs by Henry Carroll. And the reason I picked this book as the first book that you should read this summer is because it is visual, playful, light, and easy read. And if you're an amateur photographer or a hobbyist looking to grow your photography, it gives you that perfect foundation. It's split into 5 parts: composition, exposure, light, lenses, and the art of seeing. What I really like about this book is that it teaches you with examples from the masters like Cartier-Bresson, Daido Moriyama, Faye Godwin, Martin Parr, and this book focuses on teaching you how to make the decisions you need to get the photograph that you want. Coming in at number 2 is Understanding Exposure. That's actually what the book's called, by Brian Peterson. I know this is a technical one, but that's why I picked it. Getting exposure right is essential, so it's worth your time to sit back in a beach chair with an umbrella and a big tall glass of water because it is massively hot this summer, and learn or refresh your skills on things like controlling sharpness and contrast, freezing action, taking proper meter readings, if anyone's still actually using meters these days, working with filters and flash and natural light. And the reason that I think that this book is so important is because once you can master exposure, you don't have to think about it anymore, and you've got brain space available to help you be more creative.
Oh, look at this guy, he's got free weed. That's what it says, he's got free weed. See? Free weed.
Book number 3 that I'm gonna be looking at this summer, and this is one that I have been eager to get into, is Rick Rubin's book. This is not a photography book per se, but if you're creative and photography is a creative endeavor, this is a book that has to be on your list. If you don't know who Rick Rubin is, he's a 9-time Grammy-winning producer, one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people. He's produced music in every genre, from Johnny Cash, Adele, Jay-Z, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Slayer, you name it. This is not a photography book, but it's not a book about music or being a producer. It's about the creativity mindset. The next one, number 4, we're going back to Brian Peterson, and I was really skeptical about putting the same author on this list twice. But this author, Brian Peterson, who wrote the 2nd book on my list today, which was a technical book, also wrote a book called Learning to See Creatively. And I wanted this one on the list because I thought that an author that wrote a technical book and a creativity book deserved to have both books on the list so we could see how he thinks from both directions. And what makes this book so special to me is that Brian speaks about how learning to see is not a gift for just a few, but that it's a skill that we can all learn and practice. Number 5, the 5th book on my list for beach reading this summer is Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. I want to read this one because it's tiny, it's illustrated. I love illustrations. I'm kind of like an illustration kind of guy. And you should be able to finish it in one sitting. More importantly, though, is that Austin speaks to this idea that nothing is original. Everything is just a reimagination of the paths that we're all on. Do you have any books that I'm missing that you think we should all read? I'm sure you do. I went to the bookstore. There must be 10,000 photography books. Actually, there's probably many, many more. If you do, go ahead and list them in the comments below so that we can all see and add them to our list. And before we go, I told you there were 6 photos. The bonus book that I am going to look at this summer just came out. It's called The Art of Street Photography by Joshua K. Jackson and Sean Tucker. I had a chance to interview Sean Tucker on my Big Photo Hunt podcast.
So it's not that that's right or wrong to take, it's just to always push yourself.
In my mind, he is one of the most thoughtful, sincere photographers I've had the opportunity to talk with. I've never met Joshua K. Jackson, but his photos are on Instagram and they're gorgeous. If you're going to the beach this summer, or if you're just gonna sit out by a pool or in the backyard or somewhere where it's warm, which I recommend because in a few months it'll be cold and we'll all be wishing that we were sitting outside and somewhere that it's warm, grab some of these books. Check out the Carol book first so you can kind of get to that foundation. Do not skip the Rick Rubin book. It's a little bit bigger of a read than the others, you'll see, but it's meaningful. If you have another book that you think I should be reading, please tell me in the comments. I would love to consider it and add it to my list. Summer technically started 10 days ago, so get on it, and I'll see you next week.